Good morning. This is Jeff coming to you with an update on the GTX. I want to tell you about all the things I'm doing on it. So here we go. Okay, working in the trunk today. I finished the rust mitigation that I'm doing in here. It wasn't really very bad, and you can see where I've sprayed the black spray paint. That was a Rust-Oleum product. To start with, it was a Rust-Oleum product that I sprayed. This rust reformer, sprayed it all in there. Only did as much as I had to, left blue what was blue. And then after that, I put a coat of this Rust-Oleum flat protective enamel. So we'll see how that does. Is the trunk perfect? No. Is it pretty good? Yeah. It's got, I don't know if you can see, it's got some ripples here. It's not really ripples, but you can see where the rust was starting to eat into it. But most of these lines are pretty clean and straight. So, to tell you the truth, I'm pretty happy with it. I'd say good enough for what I'm doing. As long as I've stopped the rust, that's all that's really important to me. So, as long as I don't see any more rust in there, we're good. The second thing I'm working on today is this this seal. This one's really shot, and as you can see, it's flat. It's like a flat square seal. If you're wondering what it looks like, it's really just flat, and they lay it across here, and on here there's a lip that it goes on, and it just lays flat. You can see that lip right here, so they lay that flat. Now I've got two seals here. One I bought from this one right here. Let me change hands. This one I bought from Steel Rubber Products. Whoops, you don't want to see my address. But here's the product itself. I haven't actually opened it. Let's take a look. Let me see if it looks square like that. Yeah, it's semi-square. I didn't see this this line here on it. Not sure what's up with that. It's semi-square. I'll have to read some instructions. I see there are some instructions in here, so that should be interesting. With that, I bought this black super weather stripping gasket adhesive. It's from 3M, so I'm hoping that's enough, those two products. So what I'm gonna have to do is take this old one off. Let me see where that line is. Like it doesn't actually, I guess yeah, I guess that would make that edge towards the outside, if I'm not mistaken. Let me peel this off. Let's see, is that edge? Yeah, I would say that edge is towards the outside. So it's saying like that. That would be my guess. So I gotta peel all this off, and as you can see, it's all flaking. And I'll bet it's not gonna be that easy to get this off of here. Maybe try some gasoline. Yeah, I bet that's not going to be the easiest thing in the world to get off. Probably quite a bit of work. All right, so let's look at the rest of the car. Still, engine's out. Engine's been taken out. Here's the engine bay. Okay, oh my head. Engine bay looks good. That's just some surface rust there, nothing serious. I don't see any rust. I've seen some other vehicles with this rusted out, and I don't see any problem here, but I'm going to pound on that later on and see. I'm pretty sure it's solid, but I'm going to double check it, because I've seen the I think that turquoise charger, the guy that does the turquoise charger, he found some rust in here, and I'm going to double check mine. I don't think it's gonna be the case, but we never know. So you look at them big exhaust pipes this thing had. I guess it's I'm gonna go say that's a 2-inch. Back in '69, 2-inch, that was big. And here's the reservoir for the brakes, and I noticed that the shock tower is right here, and so it's not that much room between. I want to get a booster in there, so you're not going to have much room for the booster and the power brake, but I think I can get enough room. Okay, I've been thinking about this K-member, whether I'm taking it out and replacing it with modern day technology. Reason is that this drive mechanism, the power pump or the power steering unit, it's probably shot. It's got to go. So I got to replace that. All these arms, they're shot. They got to go. You can't see them move, but they got to go. So I'm not sure if I should just do the whole shebang or leave the K-member in and just replace everything around it. So it's a perfect time to upgrade to like rack and pinion and that sort of thing, but we're gonna have to think on that for a while. I'm not sure. The engine, here's the engine. Engine's sitting here in my trailer, and the starter worked, and the teeth look pretty good, and the teeth on the pulley look really good. There is smooth, it's smooth right here, but there is sort of a lip right here. So this pulley is in such good shape, I'll probably just have it surfaced. Probably costs more to surface it than buy a new one, but I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see how that works out. This starter, well, we got it out. Might as well put a new one in. It's obviously pretty old, but it probably would still do the job. But on the other side of the coin, for the price of a starter, I don't want to be on the side of the road, so probably gonna have to update it. Engine's ready to rock and roll. It's ready to go to a builder. Anybody who knows a builder that is in Southern California, preferably Orange County, that does awesome jobs on rebuilding these and possibly putting new technology on them, please leave it in the comments in the like section. I'll take a look at them. Obviously, I've taken a look around at a lot of places that can rebuild. I've been having some issues with finding the right rebuilder. I'm not going to use the carburetor that's on there. I'm going with modern day technology. Same with we're going to get MSD for the, I forget what it's called, but anyway, we're going to go MSD, and probably some good headers. I don't really know, but it's all got to be replaced. But I need a builder. So if you know a builder, leave a comment in the section down below, and I'll take a look at them. I've looked at Summit Racing and Jegs just to get a replacement. Well, this is not a numbers matching motor, so a replacement motor is what I'm looking for, or possibly to repair this one. Since it's not numbers matching, it's not as important as it gets used. Probably come down to price, although I've seen a lot of these motors, just replacement motors, that are cheaper than even having this rebuilt. So it's hard to say, but anyway, I've looked at Jegs. They're not going to have the Mopar. I've looked at Summit. They're not going to have this vintage of Mopar. I've looked at Superior. They're in Placentia, California, and they look like a possibility. That right now they're my only possibility for rebuilding it. So if you know somebody, I'm looking for a professional shop, not a fly-by-night, a guy that just does it out of his garage. No, I'm looking for a professional shop, the ones that have all the machinery in shop to completely rebuild this motor, and also have some sort of expertise on the Mopar motors. So if you know that, please leave me a comment. I'd really appreciate it. And that's about it. That's about all we got. There's the Mopar. It's going to be driving one of these days. Follow us along. Oh, hey, I'll do one more thing. I need to also replace all the wheels on this thing. They're all wheels, brakes, tires. So these are still drums. We've still got the drum on here, and the drum's not going to cut it. I want to go with modern day braking, because I don't particularly like crashing. So these rims, they're shot. I mean, even if they weren't, they're not my cup of tea. Here's actually a tire that the guy was using on the car. I don't think there's any tread left. The other thing I noticed was if you look at this pattern here, there's a crack here, and the crack here going up. And these things are like egg-shaped. So I think the rest of the wheels are the same way. So I got to get new wheels. It's basically, like I said earlier in a lot of these other videos, this car needs everything. So that's where we're at on the GTX. You got an update? Should be some interesting things coming along, especially the brakes. It's probably going to end up being bears and larger size bear brakes. And I'm not sure what I'll get for the wheels. If you have any comments on that, you have any good recommendations, especially for wheel fitment and sizes, if you know that information, I mean, don't guess about it, because it's really a difficult call when you start upgrading brakes. Then you start getting limited size wheels and things like that. But anyway, give me a message in the box and let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Camp Base out.